Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your Libertarian car guy. I'm going to do a little walk around here of this 16 BMW X1, which is a really interesting little crossover SUV. As I got into checking out the specs of it, I found out that notwithstanding that it's significantly smaller on the outside than the X3, which most people are more familiar with because it's a more established model and it's been around for a lot longer, this thing actually has more room on the inside, if you can believe it. It has a bit more room in the first and second row than the X3, notwithstanding that the X3 is about half a foot longer. So it's bigger on the outside, but smaller on the inside. And it also has virtually the same cargo room in the back. The X3 has slightly more. I think it's about half a cubic foot more. But it's definitely not small. It's a lot more than one of this thing's rivals, which is the Lexus NX200T. This has 27 something cubic feet, and the Lexus only has about 17. The Lexus has a lot of room on the inside for the passengers, but its cargo capacity is a bit tight. Another rival for this car, the Audi Q3, has a really tight back seat. It has about half a foot less legroom for the second row passengers, and that really kind of sucks and makes it hard to live in the thing. This thing's got a perfectly serviceable back seat for all but the very long-leggedest of drivers. Even I fit back there pretty well. But here's the really cool thing about this car. It comes standard with the 2-liter 4-cylinder twin-power turbo engine that BMW is using in a lot of its models, and it's the same engine, more or less, that's the standard engine in the X3, which is its bigger brother. But this thing's quicker than the base-engined X3, and it's quicker even with all-wheel drive, which is standard in this thing, whereas it's optional in the X3. And of course, the X3 costs a lot more than this thing does. To get a quicker ride, you have to upgrade to the 3-liter straight 6 in the X3, and even then, you're only about a second quicker than this thing. It'll do 0 to 60, the X3 with the 3-liter 6 in about 5.7 seconds, and this with all-wheel drive and the 2-liter engine does it in about 6.5. So that's about a $10,000 price difference for a second's improvement in the 0 to 60 time. And I'm not knocking the X3. I'm just really praising this X1 because it's really kind of a hidden bargain. A lot of people don't realize how much you get for the money. Now, the one downside to it is that there is only the one take-it-or-leave-it drivetrain. There's the 2-liter engine, the 8-speed automatic, and xDrive all-wheel drive. The X3 is available with the xDrive and also available in rear-wheel drive. And you can, in addition to the 3-liter gas 6, you can upgrade to a diesel. Diesel's not available in this car, unfortunately. Those are kind of minor considerations, really. This is a very nicely finished out car. If you look at it, it's every bit as nice in here as it is in the X3. Just a really nice vehicle. I really can't find a whole lot to complain about it, other than the relative dearth of drivetrain options. You know, you just got the 2-liter and the 8-speed and the xDrive. Personally, I would dig this car a lot more if you could get it with a manual transmission, and maybe with rear-wheel drive. It might be fun, but no big deal. It definitely moves out. I'm going to show you how it moves out. Let me put the transmission into sport mode, and we'll launch out over here and get a sense of how it goes. There we go. It sounds good too. It almost sounds like a 6. Look at that. We're hauling the mail, aren't we? And I better shut it down just a little bit, but it gets up and goes. Anyway, so there's no hating on the performance of this car. The price is really good. Oh, and by the way, it gets better gas mileage than the X3 too, all of which is pretty cool. Anyway, there will be more up at epautos.com, including a rant that I put up the other day about Hillary Clinton and her advocacy of a return to the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, which I'm hoping will catch on, and maybe somebody will call her on that at one of her appearances. Anyway, thanks for viewing. Everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend, ticket-free weekend, hopefully, and we will catch you on the flip-flop.